Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am talking about mistakes to avoid in your 20s when you are trying to get your life together. Y'all, I'm in the process of getting my life together again, and I know you are too. So I wanted to share these mistakes so you can avoid it when you are getting your life together. So if you're interested in that, keep watching this video. I have 5 mistakes that I want to share with you guys. The first mistake that you want to avoid in your 20s when you are trying to get your life together is trying to do too many things at once. When our life is all over the place and we want to get it together, so many areas of our lives that needs attention, so we just try and do everything all at once. It's like working on your health, working on your finances, your personal relationships, just everything all at once. And I get it because I do that too. I've been there, done that. It doesn't work. It just makes you burn out quickly. Trying to do too much at once is a mistake when you're trying to get your life together. You're one person. I feel like some areas are going to need more attention than others. When you're doing so many things at once, it's just easy to give up and easy to not see progress in any of those areas. That is my #1 mistake to avoid when you are getting your life together. Everything does not need your attention at the same time. Focus on a few areas or 1 or 2 that you want to work on. Too many things. Like your mind's going crazy, you're trying to do everything, you're multitasking. It's just too much on yourself. I am guilty of this. It doesn't really work out. I try and then you fail, and then you wonder why you're failing, and then you make you feel even worse. Like, my life is not together. So first mistake, please avoid doing too many things at once. Pick just a few areas of your life to start off with. You can get to the rest later, but don't do everything all at once. Okay, moving on. The second mistake that you should avoid is thinking you have to do everything exactly right now, like today. Like your life needs to be together tomorrow. Like you just want everything to happen fast. It takes time to get your life together, and it's just not going to happen overnight. Like you're putting too much pressure on yourself to say, hey, this needs to be done as soon as possible. You know, I need to be working out, I need to get my finances in order. Take your time. This kind of goes with the first mistake, like doing everything at once, but this is wanting it all to happen fast, right now, tomorrow, next week. Why are we pressuring ourselves like that? We think like everything is just so time sensitive. I need to get it together tomorrow. I need my life perfect, complete. I need to be, you know, that girl tomorrow. I need to be doing my juice cleanses, my exercises, my reading, my affirmations, my manifesting, all tomorrow. Get up early in the morning. Like, y'all, expectations, realistic expectations for yourself. And I'm also talking to myself at the same time. Having your life together is something that you're gonna have to maintain. You know, it's something that is constant that you have to work on. Even when you get your life together, it's like something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my life back together. It's just like, I feel like I'm always trying to get my life together, to be honest. Even when it's together, I'm still getting my life together. Can you relate to that? If you can relate to any of this, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, you know, plug right there. One thing I want you to try to avoid is when you're working on yourself and you want it to happen now, and it's just like you get in a moment where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is taking too long. Like, it's taking forever. You know what I say on my channel? If you've been here, you know I say be patient and kind with yourself, okay? Like, it's gonna take time for you to get certain areas going good in your life, for you to reach certain things. The fact that you even want to get your life together is great. The fact that you're there is amazing. The next mistake that I want you to avoid when getting your life together is not having goals. What does it mean to get your life together? And I feel like it can mean something different to different people. What does getting your life together look like to you? What areas would you be like, okay, if I focus on this and I'm doing great in this area, my life is together? What are your top 3 things that if you had it or you're working on it or whatever, it's like, this means my life is together? So you want to focus on the most important ones. What are your non-negotiables that are a priority? For me, I want to say one of mine, when I feel like my life is together, is cleanliness. cleanliness. I need to have a clean space, and that's more so like my home life is really important. I feel like my life is together when my space is nice and clean. When it's not, my mind is just, no, it's all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. My life is not together at all if my space is not clean. If my friends and family come over or something and my space isn't clean, something is wrong with me. Like, something's going on. Like, you should probably check on me, you know? Because usually I like my space really clean. That is one of my non-negotiables. That is in my top 3 of having my life together, is a clean space. You want to make sure that you have goals of what it means for your life to be together, your top 3 or your non-negotiables. What do you need above all else to feel like your life is together? Because of course, you're probably not gonna check all the boxes. There are probably 100 things that will make you feel like your life is together, but I'm talking about just the top few, what it means for your life to be together. Because that way you can focus on those, and everything else is going crazy in your life. As long as you're focusing on those, it's like, I'm good. Moving on to the next mistake. So the next mistake is not taking care of yourself. Food, if you're not nourishing yourself, if you aren't getting enough sleep, that is really important. So when you are getting your lives together, you want to make sure those type of basics are covered. If you're having low energy, you want to make sure that you are tending to yourself. You're making sure that you have what you need. And if you don't have what you need, then it's just difficult to function at your best. I feel like that's a common mistake. Like, we either don't really pay attention to it, or sometimes we'll skip over it and think, oh, okay, we're doing a bare minimum, everything is fine. Really taking the time to look at this area of your life. The final mistake that I have to avoid when you are getting your life together is not celebrating your accomplishments. Even the small wins, they matter. Sometimes we don't even notice them. So celebrating can be just telling yourself, you know, good job, pat on the back, like, you go girl, okay, I see you. Just noticing things and being aware. So an example is, for me, I do like a to-do list that I don't follow all the time. Being real, I know y'all out there the same way. I'm still trying to get that down packed. But for me, an example is if I make a to-do list and I'm practicing like writing down the top 3 things that you should do a day. Most times, I'm not even gonna say sometimes, most times I don't even get to the top 3. And you know, when you make a to-do list and you do nothing on that list, you feel terrible or awful or sad or whatever. Not good emotion that you feel because you didn't cross anything off, you didn't check anything, and like, it doesn't feel good. I started experiencing that. Well, I've always experienced it, but I decided to write down what are the things I actually did today. Like, I didn't get to those top 3, but what else did I do? So I wrote down like the list of all the stuff that I did and checked it off like it was on there already. And it made me feel good because it's like, wow, I'm up here thinking like I'm a bum or something, or like, did I just eat and sleep today? And I actually did stuff. That makes you feel better, because sometimes you think you didn't do anything at all, or you didn't do the right things, but it's like you still made progress that day. You know, you still accomplished things. And that's something I want you guys to think about when you're making your to-do list and things like that. Like, you've done things that day, you just don't think about it because it wasn't checked off the box that you made. You know, it wasn't on your to-do list. So aim for progress and not perfection. Celebrate the small wins, celebrate your accomplishments, what you do. I'm trying to get to the point where I make a to-do list, and if I don't get to it, I don't be hard on myself, like, oh, I didn't get to do that, and that's been on my to-do list like forever. Like, I'm trying to get past that, where it's just like, oh man, I'm not doing nothing with my life, and it's just like, I'm doing a lot with my life, but these to-do lists just ain't working for me. Just being proud of yourself along the way, being proud of the steps that you're taking, just being proud of what you did do and not really what you didn't do. So that also goes with me saying earlier, you know, just stop being hard on yourself, because that's something we tend to do. So when getting your life together, just think about these mistakes that you want to avoid, because it's a process, you guys. It is a process, and you will get there. Don't give up on yourself, because when we start making these mistakes, it's easy to, you know, just give up and just like, man, forget it. Then go down a little rabbit hole of wherever that leads when you don't have your life together, which is actually not a good feeling at all. Be patient and kind with yourself, you guys. So I am in the process of getting my life together. I feel like I fell off in some places that I want to work on. So that is what inspired this video today, because I know there are a ton of other people out there getting their lives together, and I want to really think about these mistakes and work on them and try to avoid them. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope that it has helped you in some way, and just letting you know that we are all in this together. We're getting our lives together. You are not alone. We all experience similar things. Progress, not perfection. You know, I just want the best for you all. I am glad to be a positive, uplifting source for you all, and that is mainly what my channel is about. Giving you all advice, helping you live your best life, helping you manifest your dreams, helping you get your money together, you know, just pouring into you and learning as I go as well. And that's what type of space that this is. This life has so much to offer, and I want it all. I'm coming for it all, and I want you guys to have it all as well. So that is the end of my video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.